Alright, what's going on, everybody? It's Joe from JLW Games, coming at you with another cool live stream slash video, and we are back in our Wendleverse Park to do some more work. So before we get started here, be sure to head on over to W Energy and get yourself a nice 10% discount using my code JLW Games. If you need a nice, awesome energy drink to get you started for the day, it's not like your sugary energy drink, and in fact, there's no sugar at all, so it's really, really nice. I'm actually have some right now, and it's the Dragonade flavor, which is awesome, because it is delicious at the same time. Anyways, sponsorship out of the way, let's go ahead and get on into it. I'm going to go ahead and make sure everyone knows that we are going live right now. Oops, button. Make sure everyone knows that we are here and ready to go. Come on, go where I want you to, please. All right. Live on YouTube. All right. Oh, well, it's not. There we go. Alright, what's up, Silas? How's it going? W's not overrated, it's awesome. If anything, it's underrated. Honestly. Pretty good stuff. I'm drinking it right now. Alright, so, as you can see here, we're right here. We can see, of course, the coaster and our lovely Ferris wheel, or ferry wheel, which is beautiful, by the way. Why are you very mad, Fluffy? You can't afford Dubby. You can with my 10% discount, maybe. You ever thought about that? That's why I give you a gracious discount with my code. It's not like a huge discount, but it is a discount nonetheless. So the CGA concept art, I have no idea what you're talking about. So coaster industry news. What could have been. All right. I hope CGA gets something good. Hope good news comes eventually. I would hate to see it just be completely demolished, which is most likely gonna happen, but you know. Alright, I'm gonna get... I'm so committed, we're going to get some references of traffic lights here. Can I just get a nice reference of these? Come on, there we go. That's not a horrible one. Not the best, but, you know. Put that on the corner there. My caffeine's been really crappy today. I hope it doesn't get too bad during this live stream, but if I start coughing a lot, you know, it's gonna happen. It's a thing. So you can probably tell I'm a little bit more congested today, so, which really sucks. Alright, that might be a bit thicker than we want. This one's a little thinner, but still too thick. We want something nice and thin. I think there's a thinner one. At least I thought there was. No, it's not. No, not that. I would prefer something round or a cylinder of some sorts. See if there's anything in columns we can use, maybe. Ooh, but what's up, Poa? How's it going? hating doing theming. It can be a butt sometimes, by the way. Also, J Trains, welcome to the stream. You're in here as well. But tell me about it. You know what I don't like doing? Roads and parking lots, but it's so worth it in the end because then I can... I just like having a world outside the park a little bit. I just think it adds so much to the world, you know. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but it's in there. Let's see if we can find anything in scenery, maybe. I don't think the art shapes has anything thin, does it? Could. Could be a toolkit item in here, potentially. You have these beams, but they're square. I want something round. A cylinder. Some sort of cylinder. That's what I want. I mean, there's some stuff I could use in here. You know what? Actually, this arrow pole. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. Now, is there something slightly smaller than that? That's not slightly. It's smaller, but not slightly smaller. If I have to use the same size, I guess it's fine, but I prefer to try and be a little more accurate, but that's all right. This is happening. So this is going to come out here, and it kind of gets a little thinner at the end in the real life ones, but you know, I can only do so much. I can only do so much with what I have. That's all I got. Okay, we're also going to have one coming across this way too to stop the oncoming traffic going this way. I hope this turns out okay. I have no expertise on traffic lights, so I do want to get the road. Name of the road would be nice, like I don't know, like US 49 or something. That's for turning right, left, and this road's for turning right. So we're gonna try and get all the road names and such like that correct. I want to try and make sure I get everything correct as best as I can. I wonder if there's a smaller, really small flange piece or something nice and small. If not, we'll just leave it as is. But I wanted to try and maybe have this small little detail, but everything's probably going to be too big. This one's kind of close. It's still kind of a little bit too big. We don't have to have this, but I was going to try and make a little piece there, but it's okay. It's okay, it's okay. All right, so now we need the traffic lights. I don't know if I put traffic. Maybe. Okay. Anyways. Actually move this up here so I can see chat better. That way you guys don't think I'm ignoring you. Sorry, Silas doesn't think I'm ignoring you. Alright, these would be left turn signals. If that would make sense. Traffic light support. Is there supports on there? How does the support work? Way it's bent. Does it like go? Hold on. I'm gonna figure this out. Go like this, and then go on there. Is it supposed to go on top? think of this. This would need to go like this, right? And then it would go like that. And then kind of like so. I mean, we'll make it work. They hang. I'm so confused. Some of them hang, not all of them hang. Some of them hang. It just depends on the traffic light, it looks like. I'm seeing so many different ones. I see some that hang underneath, and I see some that are right up against, right on there. Hi, EJ, sorry. I don't always ignore you guys. Like I said, I didn't have my chat properly placed. I'm not ignoring chat, I just couldn't see it. I'll jump into those conclusions. See, this would suggest that they would go this way. Just saying. That's what that suggests. Kind of like so. Which is what I'm leaning towards. So these are animated, it looks like, because there's an option for looping, stationary, or play every few seconds. So if I go to nighttime, and we push play, what does it do when it loops? Do these actually change anything? I don't know. I can't tell. What does stationary do? I don't think they actually do anything. The pole seems so big compared to these, though. Like, it seems too big. That's the problem I'm coming up with here. Everything seems a little bit too big. The light seems small. Either that or the lights seem a little too small. I thought there was like an in-game light that was bigger. That might look better. Oh yeah, these ones. Which do hang. Like, look how much bigger this one is. So much bigger. I don't know, which one do you think would look better? This one kind of looks awkward because it's got that awkward pole in it, so I'm not sure. Not too sure here. The lights are small. That's what I was thinking. I think the big one. I feel like I have to make the pole smaller if I use the small ones. They just seem, yeah, I think those are small. If I could have a size in between these two, that would be great. Because I do think these are a little bit too small for at least this. My main problem is there's not one that's really in between, I don't think, unless I can look on the workshop and see if there's been any more. I'm going to pull up the workshop and see what we can find. Hello from the Netherlands. Nice. Cool, cool. Okay, we're in the workshop. I'm in the workshop. Traffic. Roundabout traffic. Traffic light. Here's a traffic light. I think it's already built on a pole, though. Traffic light single. Basic traffic signal. Working traffic lights. What's happening? Everything's frozen. We'll go ThemeMaker's Toolkit and see what comes up. I'm gonna try and find... I'm gonna get some of these traffic signs, I think, though. While I'm at it... Tram signal. Everything's frozen. It keeps freezing once in a while. Model it real quick. I wish I could. If I actually took the time, I probably could. What is going on? I think I just broke it. No, I'm just gonna bring up Steam for real and do it over here. I think it's gonna be a little more functional. Community search Planet Coaster. Excuse me, sorry. Just gonna type traffic and go ThemeMaker's Toolkit. Now type traffic. See what comes up here. There's not a whole lot that comes up, unfortunately. Excuse me. Traffic light, small signal. Yeah, it is definitely small. Maybe the single one will be a little bit bigger. I don't know if it's bigger than what we have. I guess we'll have to find out. Do that. Let me type lights. Tram witness light. I don't think we're gonna have many options here, unfortunately. Okay, let's take that one down, and we're gonna go back to Toolkit. We're gonna go straight to Toolkit items, and we're gonna refresh. And here's the single one. Oh yeah, it's a lot bigger. Perfect. We can, yeah. What's great about this is you can kind of create your own custom one. So we can go that, and then of course we'll go yellow. I think this one's a good in between. What do you guys think? Beautiful. Oh, I gotta add it to the scenery group. Whoops. Yeah, that one works a lot better. I was hoping that it wasn't gonna be as small. I was just hoping. And that one's actually about the right size that we want. Do we want to make this black, or do we want to make it yellow? I know some of them are yellow, some of them are black. It just kind of depends, I guess, where you're from. Or where it's from. I kind of want to do a little bit of a support here. Let's see if we can maybe use this support still. Just to give it that extra detail. That works. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and move this over here. I wish we had like the arrow ones too. We don't really have arrows. Because obviously the green would be an arrow light. That would be telling you to go left. So basically what this is going to do is you're going to go straight through here and then turn left. Probably need a sign that says do not enter or something like that. If that makes sense. Alright, and we do want to make sure everyone knows there is a traffic light ahead. I think there's some good poles in here too that we can probably use. Something that's small. We'll just use the Q one since we've already got that one established, and it will work perfectly fine for this. How's Windleverse coming along? Well, you're watching it right now, kind of, basically. kind of seeing it unfold. But anyways, sorry, Custodium, I didn't say hi to you. Hopefully, you heard me say hi just now. You probably didn't, but hi. I know, I'm horrible. I ignore chat. Joe ignores chat all the time. I'm just trying to get stuff done, okay? As much as I want to read chat all day, if I'm constantly reading chat, sometimes I don't get stuff done. Because I love talking to you guys. But sometimes it doesn't allow me to get stuff done. Because if I was to try and read every single message, sometimes I get too far behind on what I'm doing, and then it literally just becomes a chat. You know, just a chatting stream. Which I totally should have, by the way. I should have a chatting stream to make up for it. What is going on? What? I didn't push any button. Why did that come up? Why did the stupid save button come up? I hate it when it does that. There's a stupid button on my keyboard. If I hit it sometimes, and it's right where my left hand sits sometimes, and if I hit it, it automatically tries to do the save. It's like a save button. And it automatically will bring up the save, which takes forever. If you've ever have a larger park in Planet Coaster, it takes forever to bring the save menu up. For whatever reason. So annoying. Come on. I'm not even wanting to save. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, let's get some concrete support down here or something. We gotta get all the details. Let's go to scenery. We need traffic signs. Like street signs. Can't forget the street signs. And the end-game one works just fine too, so. I guess I can just put US 49. That's what it is. Oh, it's upside down. I'm an idiot. Of course, not in the blue font, or the blue. Why would it be blue? It needs to be white with a black outline. Oh, apparently I got that wrong. White. Black? Okay. Coasters sometimes use circle, sometimes they use square. So, like legit. It can be either. Coasters also use square supports. It sure can be. I think you're thinking about it too much. It doesn't have to be circular right there. But I will add a... We don't really have circular ones in-game either. That's the stupid part. There's like no circular ones in here. I have to like use a art shape. Why does it have to be circular? It can be square. It can be whatever I want it to be because it's my world. I'm gonna do you one better. I'm gonna make it both. How about that? It's gonna be both circular and square. Where am I going? Isn't there like a toolkit? There could be a toolkit item for a footer. I thought there was. This guy. It's an Intamin footer. I don't know, it's a little bit too much. It's a little bit too big. But if we sink it down like that, that actually isn't too bad. See, we can do both. See, I think that looks nice right there. Love the channel. Nice playlist. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoy it. Oh. I think I'm going to go with a darker gray here for these. Still a little bit too light. I don't know if that looks good. I can't tell if I like it or not. I think it looks pretty good. I don't know. I feel like I'm either missing something or... Excuse me, sorry. Or that it's just something. Something. I can't put my finger on it, though. I could put a camera on it, but... I feel like it maybe needs more signs of some sorts. I want to put a sign here. Do we have a do not enter sign? I thought we did. I could have swore we did, but apparently we do not. Might be able to make one from scratch, maybe. Don't know if I could or not, but... This side needs a road sign. What would it say, though? Because I know you put them on, like, which road you're turning onto. What would this be? Because you can only go straight. There's no turning. I guess I need to say this is, like, US 49 northwest, south, whatever it is. Which I don't know which way it is. You know what I mean? Because one's south, one's north, or west, or east, or whatever. Let me go check real quick. Jackson, Mississippi. I'm going through actual research here, so it says the correct thing. There it is, 49. That is, well, it's kind of north. I guess it would be north and south. So, to the right would be north, to the left would be south. So, we could say, it goes 49. Would it just be an S? I guess. The name of your park. But the thing is like, there's no turn here. So, this light is just to stop traffic so this can go. So, there's no turning option on this road. Except for maybe left, but then that would also be US 49 South. That's why I don't understand what I would put here, because there's nowhere to turn except for going back the other way. A no turn sign. Because, I mean, I guess you could turn here, but I could make it to where you could turn left there. But I don't think I want to. Need to make the signage does need to be precise, because like you don't want people, this is a turn lane, but you don't want people turning the wrong way. They got to go all the way through the light and turn that way. Because obviously this is a one way street going each way. So do we have a no turn sign? I'm thinking about putting some dashed lines through here so people know where to find it. And no left turn. No left turn. That's the thing. I feel like you could do a left turn there, though, if you wanted to. That's why I'm confused. It's not. I don't have enough traffic signs. This would be great if this was reversed. But it's backwards. That's 3 lanes too, so that also wouldn't work. We have this one as well, but it's also just right. And this one's straight. Or we could just... There we go. Only. That... I guess that works. Oh, I know. I'm gonna take the dashed lines out. That was there before I started building this intersection. Before I knew I was gonna have an intersection here. Right now, I'm just trying to figure everything out. Because I'm no traffic genius on how how roads work. Don't have me design your roads. Everyone would be crashing. You know. I guess I would probably want to put a stop sign here as well, because what would make sense is that if this is green, it's stopping the cars here as well, because we don't want this to get, you can't let this get backed up. So if these cars are stopped, you have to go straight through this turn. That's probably a good idea to do, so we probably want to put some stop signs on this side of the road as well, or stop lights there as well. If that makes sense. I could probably put this more at an angle too, maybe. Arrows, just subscribe. Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. So people, or put arrows on the ground that are going the way of the road. So do we need, I probably need to put left turn arrows right here. Another one here for good measure. I was thinking about maybe doing like some mini dash lines, like those tiny ones that kind of guide you where you're supposed to go, so you know which way to go. Like I've seen those before in intersections, like almost like dots. Like they're not as long as these dash lines, but they're kind of like, maybe if we used a shorter piece, like kind of like, that might even still be too big, but like a little dash line that shows you which way to stay on. If that makes sense. I don't know if that would be a good idea or not. So like, you need to follow these dashes. If you're right here, you have to it just trying to guide you to of where to go. Trying to avoid you turning left on the wrong way. So it avoids you turning down a one-way street. I'm glad you know, Poa. See, we're on the right right page. I'm not going crazy yet. I knew I wasn't. But I almost thought about maybe smoothing this path out so it's more rounded for the turn. More rounded. It also kind of looks better too. That doesn't. Nope. We're just gonna do it on that side. Yes, I know. Straight lines means you can, but these are just like guidelines, if that makes sense. I know. I got my driver's license. I know what dash lines mean. But sometimes when you have a confusing like intersections and stuff, you'll have those like mini dotted lines. That's what the idea was behind this. You have these little dotted lines that kind of guide you where you're supposed to go, stay. Yes, yellow means no passing, white means you can pass. Unless it's, of course, solid. Dash lines means passing, solid, yellow lines means there is no passing. And there is another time where you can have dash lines on one side, which means if the dashes are on your side, that means you can pass. It means the other side cannot pass if you're going from the other way. You know what I mean. Basically. Okay, I'm gonna copy this. Oh yeah, I forgot I put this sign accidentally on this. It should not be there. Split. This should be by itself. Okay. I'm just gonna use this as a copy and paste method. I'm just gonna adjust this light accordingly. Because I think for this to really functionally work, we need to stop traffic from this side for it to still make sense. Why is that not centered? It should be centered. So in other words, we need to stop traffic this way if they're turning left this way. That way these guys can just go right here and this little tiny spot wouldn't get congested. I am totally smart. Not really. When it comes to creating intersections and such. Not really. I have no idea what I'm doing most of the time. Okay, so get rid of those. I don't know whether or not to get rid of these dashed lines, at least right here, since we're in an intersection. And I might make this a curve. So we're going to transition this dotted line to have these lanes basically turn into Here, this isn't a freeway, so we can have some stoplights and such. So no one's probably going more than 60, 65, at least speed limit wise. How are they going to get in the park? There's an on-ramp right here. So you go into the right lane here, which I haven't developed much of this, but you go into the right lane here, and this is the entranceway, and then this is the exit. So that's why I have two roads here. This one will enter through here, and then when you exit, you go out this road. So it's a one-way that goes around. So when you park, you're going to come out this way, and it's a one-way road, so you have to go around. And then once you exit here, you can get on the on-ramp right here, or you can turn left if you need to go south. If that makes sense. And I made sure that in realistic terms, you'd want this road to be fairly long in case, you have a busier day and cars get backed up, and that's why I also have 2-lane traffic as well. What if you want to turn left road into the park? That is a wonderful question that I have not figured out yet. But thanks for bringing it up, Jake. We could do, let's see. Could do a left turn that gets us onto this road. Use a roundabout. I don't think it would be good for a roundabout in this section. That'd be a lot of cars going through a roundabout, especially if the park gets real popular and stuff. I think I might do a turn lane that will lead us to connect to this road somehow. Make the intersection bigger. I don't know. You move the right stoplight past the turn. I don't want to completely rework or redo this. That's what I'm scared of. I'm trying to figure out a way to do this with what I've already established. My expertise is building parks, not highways and intersections. Make an overpass? That's not simple. It'd be simple if, because I would have to redo everything. I mean, unless I made like an overpass over here and then like some weird on ramp of some sorts. I mean, I could make it super simple and make it to where they can just do a sort of like a U-turn. Like maybe add a turn lane here that allows them to turn into this lane, but that allows them to turn around and come in this way. New Jersey, the left-hand turns. New Jersey, left-hand turns. What on earth is that? The giant circle thing? This is hurting my head too much. Roads hurt my head. I should have just done one big intersection to begin with. You can turn left, right, you know, everything. I didn't even think about the poor people coming from the other direction, coming from north to south. Okay, I got Discord up. I see what you're doing here. So it's like okay, so if I'm looking at this correctly, I would have like almost like a little lane here that would go up. That's I still don't know how that would work with my current situation. Because you can't turn left in this intersection. I need to get it connected with this. There. I just scratched the part. That's what I was thinking about, is making a U-turn a little bit further down here. Maybe you can create another lane just to turn around into the park. It's like its own little turn lane. And then once you turn onto here, you just get in the right lane and get into the park. I understand the little turn. And that would be fine if I had like a normal intersection here, but unless I can add a left-hand turn that goes through, because this track, I can maybe able to do this without doing too much. So if I stop these guys further back a little bit and have a road that goes in front of them that connects with this road. So create like another left-hand turn, a turn lane here that goes into the park. So it only turns green and everything else is stopped. If I take this stop further back and just create a road that connects with this road, so you can turn into the park. Don't know if it'll work properly, and my head's already hurting from all this. For instance, we're gonna have a road. Get my width up. Is this making sense though? Hey, Spirit Games and Coasters, how's it going? But basically, they go turn and go through this little diagonal piece, which then merges onto this left lane. Kind of like so. That did not smooth out the way I was hoping. Yeah, we'll just leave it like that. That makes more sense. Okay, let me delete that just for a moment. And we'll connect that back. Connect that back. I just needed to get rid of that. Actually, let's delete all that. Might delete that too. Alright. So part 1 of the challenge park. It's amazing. Just wait till you get further into that. Yeah, so all of this will be stopped. So when we get a turn signal, everything's going to be stopped except for the turn here. If that makes sense. Oh, you're at part 7, gotcha. So everything's going to get stopped. So I'm going to try and slightly rework this just a little bit. Okay, so that's going to go like that. But first, before we do that, we do need to just go ahead and connect this back up. Here, let me... That's why I wanted to be back. Right there. Are these lanes too big? I gotta make sure real quick. Lanes feel a little bit wide. They're fine. They're fine. I just wanted to make sure that my proportions weren't too bad. So this can be a little bit smaller, like we have it right now. Let's turn off angle snap here. And this will be our turn lane. And we're going to get rid of that green in the middle really easily by just just using the terrain painter. I'm going to make this a fairly long turn lane. Just in case it is a busy day from this direction. Okay, can we please connect now? Good. All right. Now we should be able to use the smoothing method here to smooth that out. Kind of like so. Oh. Really make that nice and long. for that. Alright. And I might have to restructure some of these stoplights and such, but the idea is we'll put some small dash lines like we did here to get these guys going the right direction as well. So basically, they're going to have some mini dashed lines that are going to lead them across that way. That intersect with the other dashes. And then I'll try and put a sign there that says do not enter right there, obviously. Just need a lot of signs so people don't get confused and they go the right direction. As we hit the autosave. Yay. I'm thinking too much about this. This was not going to be this complex. I'm going to be honest. I wasn't planning on this being this complex. I was planning on it to be very easy and simple. But you know what? Oh well. So we wait for this autosave, which is now done. Just these a little more. Needed to be indeed a bit wider. What type of coaster for your jungle area? I don't know. Maybe a wood coaster? If you don't have one already. Just spitballing. Because, you know, wood. There we go. Now they know to turn left there. Mock Extreme Spinner, that's a good one. Working on clean stuff. I forgot I have one 50 original blueprint. Ah. Okay, so that's... This is so much. So much. Alright. I do want to... Yeah, I was hoping to smooth that out a little better. That's fine. Okay, so if you're turning into the park, you're going to go in this left lane here. We'll put a traffic light here as well, which will allow us to turn left, and it's going to take you over here, and then we'll have a little yield sign yielding you onto there, because you're also going to have oncoming traffic from this way that will exit off into the park there. Okay, so we can move this up a little bit, probably to about right there. Then that straight only sign does help us out, and we're gonna put a couple of arrows here as well as they approach this intersection, saying, hey, you can only go straight here. Same with this one over here. So I'm gonna steal this sign, put it up over here. And then we'll put a sign here that says left turn only of some sorts, or at least try to. We'll see how it works. And then we'll have something that sort of works out. It's very wonky, but I think it works. And I'll also put a sign on the left turn signal here that will tell us that this is for Gold Rock Park as well. I don't know if this would make any sense, but we're gonna do this and grab this. At least I think it makes at least some sort of sense. So that will tell you when to go right there. This is the day I've been dreading so long, is working on the traffic stuff for like the highway and such. What should we call it? Gold Rock Parkway, Gold Rock Street, Gold Rock. We'll just call it Gold Rock Street. Gold Rock Drive. Drive sounds pretty good. Let's do Drive. Drive. No Shrek. No Shrek. We are not doing Shrek. Absolutely 100% no. Gold Rock Avenue is also a good one. Spirit Games and Coasters, bye. I guess you're heading out, so thanks for tuning in, though, man. Hope to see you again soon. Alright, I'm gonna steal this turn signal. There's turn sign. It's turn. And we might put in the words only. See how this one looks. See if we can use this sign. Yeah, we should be able to use this sign, no problem. Just gotta turn everything white and black. It doesn't matter what the background is, because we're just gonna do that. Turn the outline white as well. You zoom out, it kind of sucks, but oh well. Not much we can really do. There's no Shrek going into this park, Silas. Just give up. It's not gonna happen. You really have a problem. You have a Shrek addiction of some sorts. Music of the Thrills, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Do I have tips on making indoor roller coasters? On Planet Coaster, I love your vids, but I'm struggling so much because I've been seeing all these pre-built models make me so confused. Indoor coasters are really hard. And anything indoors and with interior, it is difficult. I don't know if I have any really good tips. I would definitely say make your layout first before enclosing it, and then enclose it. I think it will save you a headache. And maybe if you have like any scenes or theming, do those as you go, but make the building last, like the structure and that encloses the ride last, maybe. I'm not the greatest at indoor rides myself, so I don't know if I have the best tips to give out, but I might just have to let my cat in here. He is going crazy. He's such a daddy's boy. Can you buy Time City? No. Just been stealing pre-built models from other pre-built rides, which no shame in that. Looks cool, but I don't feel like I've done anything. I sometimes use stuff as well, you know, or borrow stuff as well. I try my best to make everything my own, but, you know, once in a while. Are you getting sick? No, I'm getting over from being sick. I still have this lingering, annoying cough that I can't get rid of. It's super annoying. I used to get a cough almost every year, and the time of year kind of varied. But I was sick. I just have a stupid cough that's still lingering right now, so. I haven't had that issue in a couple of years. So, I hope it's not returning. And because that cough usually lasts for like 5-6 months, which is awful. Don't recommend, especially when you're a YouTuber trying to create content and you don't want all that coughing in your videos. It's absolutely awful. Might move this one up a bit so it's a little more evenly spaced out here. What are the things on a ride that open? Like when you start, the door opens and the ride begins. I don't know the names, so I can't find them. So like triggers. You're thinking of triggers, where you can trigger stuff. I'll show you real quick. If you go to one of your rides and just go to the right, see all your tabs here. The very right says triggers, and then you just do make trigger sequence. That's where you do all that. And then you just drag wherever you want the trigger to start, and then you just click on the animated object and test it out. Can't hear well out of either of your ears. Are you saying your ears, or you can't hear me well? I'd say my hearing's about average. Just kind of average. Nothing spectacular. Okay, so we got these lights. Those lights. And that should be good there. That should be good there. That should be good there. I'm gonna add a, so I'm gonna move this one over so it's kind of over this lane and this lane. So they kind of know they can only go straight from there. Can't turn. It's what you do when you want the ride to stop at a small station halfway through the ride, then launch again. Yeah, that's something else. That is called an LSM holding section, but it's got to have the LSM. So if you have the mod, you can do it on any coaster. If you don't have the mod, you can only do it on certain launch coasters. I think most, if not all of them, have it as long as it has an LSM launch. But if you have the mod, you have it on every single ride. For instance, Copperhead Strike. If you go to LSM holding section, and then if you go to the utility section, oops, I'm gonna place a couple. If you select the track piece here and go to there, you can do launch delay, so however long you want it to hold, and then it will launch it afterwards. So you can go up to 10 seconds at the most on that. Yeah, this has been a very confusing episode so far. An upside down launch. I don't think that's possible. I don't think, does Planet Coaster allow you to do that? That's actually very, I'm very interested in see if you can place launches upside down. I don't think you can. I don't think it will. Yeah, you cannot. You can do trim brakes. Silas, your favorite thing. Trim brakes can be placed upside down, making them the superior utility piece. Because you can place them on any piece. Not even the mod allows you to place them upside down. Not even with the mod. Upside down launch would be so weird feeling. It would be. That's the truth. Definitely would be. Put this back over here. Alright, I need a do not enter sign. That we're gonna try and make right now. What kind of signs do we have here? Since we don't have I thought there was a toolkit do not enter sign somewhere. I thought there was. I could have swore there was one. It's not in-game, is it? No. I could have swore there was one. I'm going to check building just in case. Let's go all. Like, you guys know what I'm talking about? I'm pretty sure there is one. It might not be under do not enter. Thing to do when your ride is too extreme, I normally just put the brake things everywhere. If it's too extreme, you probably need to reevaluate your layouts, and you can actually view the forces during testing and see where your high intense sections are. I'll show you real quick. So if you go to your coaster right here and then go to your testing results, go to your heat maps and then visualize, you can actually look at your G-forces, your fear. So that's my fear ratings. You can see green is good. If we go excitement, you can see your excitement. Red is not very exciting. Green is exciting. So you can see this isn't the most exciting ride. You can go to your G-forces. These are the ones that you don't want to be too high. So you want to see mostly white here. And then your vertical G-forces, you can see a little bit is okay, but you don't really want to go much past 4 or 5 Gs. So you want to go in your heat maps and figure out what those sections are, and you might have to go and reevaluate those sections. And then forward G-forces, since it's in the middle of the test, it's not showing up at the moment, but previous run data, we'll do that. So you can see my forward G-force is in the green, or the white, which is good. Vertical G-force, there's a little bit there, but you can see on there, as long as you're not too high, as you can see, I don't really go much past 3 Gs, just a little bit right there. And then laterals, there's basically non-existent. So my most is verticals, but they're not too high. So a little bit's okay, but you don't want to go too extreme. So I recommend going into your heat maps and figuring out what section of your, what part of your ride is too extreme, and then maybe rework that section. So depending on what heat map you're looking at, kind of determines. So like excitement, you want it to be in a lot of green. It doesn't have to be, but you want that to be in green if you can. Fear, you want a little bit of fear, which is green, but you don't want too much, which would be red. And blue means it's kind of on the lower side of fear. Nausea, we always want to keep that down, so you want to keep that in the green as much as possible. Speed, that just kind of measures how fast your ride's going. And then we got, I'm just going to do previous run because they're all the same. Yeah. But yeah, your G-force is what you want to look at the most. So. Yeah, the heat map is really, really useful if you're trying to figure out why your ride's too extreme or exceeds G-force limits. Helps you pinpoint where it's occurring and such. So. Okay, back to finding that do not enter sign. I know there's one in here. I have seen it. There has to be a traffic sign called that's do not enter. I just don't know typing wise what it's called, and I have so many toolkit items it makes it hard to search through this. And it's not under traffic signs. It's not under typing signs. We might type sign and see if we can find it by typing sign. We might be able to find it if we just type the word sign. I haven't tried that yet. Danger sign. Maybe that's the one I was thinking of. It could have been the danger sign. There's a stop sign. I could have potentially been thinking about that. Thinking that one is the one I was thinking. Hopefully not. I thought there was a do not enter sign. I really thought there was. But maybe I'm wrong. Alright, let's just type sign. There's a lot of signs in here, so... And see if we can find anything in here. I just see the danger sign. Yeah, it might have just been the danger sign that I remembered. We can check... I'm gonna check the Steam Workshop real quick, see if there is another sign I can use. Let's go ahead and do not enter. Here's an enter sign, which I already have. I'm not seeing do not enter, though. How has no one made a do not enter traffic sign? Come on, man. No one's done that yet. I do want to get into 3D modeling and trying to make my own, if I can. Oh, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Those are nice signs. If I was making a Willy Wonka themed ride, that would be perfect. Yeah, I don't think there is. That was one, because I feel like that wouldn't be too hard of a 3D model to make, a do not enter sign. That'd probably be the first one I would make. A legit one I would make anyways. Maybe I should do that after I'm done streaming. Maybe I should try and... Because there are some tutorials, and I got so close one time, but it didn't work. Like, I exported it, got it on the workshop and everything, but when I put it into the game, it was invisible. And I was like... And I just gave up after that. So I was really close, but it didn't work. I need to hire a Blender. I should hire someone that's good with Blender and can make 3D models and pay them to make certain things. That would actually be really nice. 3D modeling stream. I don't know if I'd stream it because it would be really boring and a lot of trial and error. But then again, maybe it would be nice because then you guys can, like, if I miss something, you guys can point it out or something. Like, hey, you forgot this step or something like that. That's okay. We're just going to make our own little do not enter sign for now. We're going to have it all that color, and then we're going to make the background red. Make it a red sign. That is red, like that. Okay. That is pointing back to us, and we need to find a nice pole to put it on. And the Q fencing pole works pretty nicely, so we're gonna use it. I need to raise this up a bit because it is a little short. Do not enter. I might make a wrong way sign as well. I'm gonna center that on the pole a little bit because it's not centered. There we go. Click on that. We're gonna put it on either side here, and we're also gonna put it on over here. Facing the other direction. Do not enter, and maybe a wrong way sign. You need a higher glass, and it would be less boring for you. And then we're gonna do one more. We don't want to put it on this side because obviously you want to be able to enter that way, so I think we're gonna put it on this side. Because it wouldn't make sense if you put it right there. They might think, I'm going the wrong way. And I might set these just slightly further back because I don't want to get the sun confused with people going that way. Too much. There we go. Same with these, maybe. I think they're a little too far up. They don't look great. I wish we had official signs, but they're gonna have to do for now. Just for now. But how's it going, human? Welcome to the stream. Human 3. Get our traffic signs here. Apparently I can't spell turn. Hey, Dr. Puffin, what's up? Literally up to episode 30. I don't know why I'm watching this. Oh, you're not watching. This isn't One Valley, so you're good. This is completely different. This isn't the same park. This is completely different. So you are good, man. This is the next series. This is going to be the next series. But it's going to be done in such a different way that it's going to be it's going to be really cool, but it's going to be a lot different than what you're used to seeing. So this is going to be a much different series. And in my opinion, it's going to be better. We've been to a park and had to use a tram, and it didn't take you to the park entrance. I typically don't take trams very often unless I'm parked really far away. But I've never had that happen, no. Can't say I've had that happen. I've had a time where I thought there was a tram, but we got confused and we ended up walking instead. And it was a really long walk. Yeah, the only time I ever use trams is if I'm, like, parked so far away that it wouldn't make sense to walk. That'd be the only time. Or if there's just literally a tram with barely anyone on it, you know, and you can just hop right on. Like Busch Gardens Tampa, usually I take that tram because it makes sense. You have to, like, cross the street and everything. That's the great thing about this series. It's going to be so interactive and so awesome. Because I'm going to be showcasing your stuff on this series as well. The first episode is going to be showcasing, of course, my park right away. So basically, the episodes are going to be showcasing your guys' parks. That's going to be the episodes of Windleverse, basically. And it's going to focus mostly on my park, I think. But we're going to be visiting your guys' parks as well. So if there's any updates to your guys' parks, once you guys have updates, I'm going to revisit your parks again. It's going to be really cool. So, and this allows the series to basically go on forever. It's going to be awesome. And you're only going to see first-person perspectives of it. So it's going to be kind of like enthusiast vlogs, almost. Like walking around in first person and stuff. That's basically what it's going to be like. It's going to be really cool. I'm going to create a character for it and everything. I could use the McCoaster brothers of some sorts, but it could be different characters, a different mishmash of characters. Maybe we'll have some collabs if any of you guys want to, like, do collabs for episodes. Like, if you want to try and, in a way, guide me through your parks and stuff. We'll see. I was trying to Tampa the other day. Dad had to walk so far it didn't even take us to the entrance. Oh no. Woo. But yeah, we're going to showcase the parks, basically. That's how it's going to work. See you, Coaster Dome. So, basically, it's going to be kind of like a showcase episodes and stuff. That's why I want you guys to really focus on making it as realistic as possible, because I want this universe to feel so real. Like, you're going to forget you're in Planet Coaster. That's why we're not going to have... This is the only time you're ever going to see me do overhead building of this park, is just the initial getting it started. This is the only time you're going to see me do this. And then once the park's, everything's ready to go and we're ready to open and everything, it's all going to be first person from then on out. And all the building will be off screen, and the progress, you'll see the progress through updates in the park. How will the episodes work? Basically, it's just going to be almost like role-playing vlogs, kind of. So, like, I'm going to create a few characters that I will act out as, and act as if I'm an enthusiast entering the park and such like that. So again, episode 1, we're going to be showcasing this park on opening day. So it'll be opening day of Gold Rock Park. That's basically episode 1, opening day of Gold Rock Park. And I'm going to go through the park, basically park tours, kind of. And then there'll also be some POVs in those episodes as well, so we'll have POVs of some of the coasters. Now, however, I'm going to do some editing to make it feel like it's 1977, because I'm pretty sure how good were video cameras back in 1977? 1977 footage. I want to see. I was. I don't know if there's really many like handheld videos back in 77. Probably not. Like if you weren't filming a movie, like an actual. Home movie reels, number 2, 1977. Okay, so that looks like about how I would expect it. So I think it's going to be very interesting getting through these early years before like YouTube was even a thing and such. It's going to be very weird because you can't really find much theme park footage of back in the day anyways. They're very, very rare. But I'm going to try and do it the best way I can. So obviously I'm going to do some filters to make it look like older footage. We'll do some news reports too. That's also going to be part of it. I was thinking about doing news reports, like that's how the episode's going to start and be like that, but I still want to do vlogs anyways, even if it's not very practical at the time, you know, but I still want to showcase the parks and give footages of the park and stuff, in some way. So it's gonna be very uniform throughout the years and stuff, and then once YouTube becomes a thing, once we finally get to the year, 2006, 2007, we'll finally start doing some YouTube vlogs and stuff like that. We can finally do that. Social media and all that fun stuff. Excuse me. But there'll definitely be some newspaper clippings. That's why if you saw the last trailer that I did, it was a lot of like newspaper clipping or newspaper and stuff that will work really cool. You know. It's gonna be great somehow. Basically, all I mainly gotta do is get this highway and stuff done. Once I get all this done, we will be in the home stretch of, at least my park will be done. Basically done, and then I can really focus on the Discord server. So once I get the Discord server done, we will be ready to launch this thing. And like, there's a lot of work to do on the Discord server, but at the same time, it really isn't that much. I mean, we got to get prices set and everything, so everyone knows kind of like how much everything's gonna cost. For like flat rides, and it's mostly going to be flat rides that you're going to have to worry that you'll be able to see mostly. And everyone will, there's going to be a couple of Google Docs where you can figure out what role, so we know what role you're going to be. If you don't do that Google document, you will not be participating in any part of the server until you fill out the first Google Doc. So when you first get into the server, it's important that you watch the instructional videos, or you're going to be super lost, because there's a lot to it if you want to play this properly. So, and if you don't go by the rules or know what you're doing, you could get your park shut down or company shut down if you don't do it properly. So, and I'm hoping not too many people would be at the beginning. I feel like we're gonna get overwhelmed by how many people are gonna be a part of it. So I thought about doing a limit. So if it does get crowded, you'll have to wait for an opening to pop up, at least until we make the openings larger, because, or until we get more maybe admins worked in there, because if we have so many people playing, it's going to be hard to keep track. Really going to be hard. Because there's a lot of manual stuff I have to do as well. That's why I was thinking about doing like a beta to just have a few people involved, like a few parks, and see how that goes. So with our admin team, we're going to have to constantly be checking the Google Docs and such like that. We're going to have to fact check everything to make sure everything's within the time period and stuff like that. And I'm sure we'll miss some stuff, which won't be like the end of the world, I guess, if we do miss stuff sometimes. But but just keep on the lookout. We could be looking for some admin or some people, kind of like volunteer job work on the Discord server that can that will be in charge of like reviewing permits and stuff, and we could be opening stuff like that for people to help out. I mean, we got a team right now. You know, I think we got 3 or 4 right now, which isn't too bad, and I think we can handle a little bit, but my fear is that Wendleverse gets too big, if you know what I mean. Like if it does become super popular, you know, what am I gonna do when there's like 100 chains, theme park chains in the Discord? You know what I'm saying? That's why I think I might limit how many we have. If that makes sense. Like, we might put a limit, like, no more than this many chains, and then someone would have to wait for an opening to pop up to be involved. But you can still be involved in the channel, be involved in it, even without having a theme park chain and such. You could participate as a judge for the Golden Ticket Awards, which is always a fun thing. Or you can just be part of the server and be part of speculation and stuff, which is always fun as well. So, all right, we got more dotted lines in there. I'm working it in. Work it, work it, work it. Get our added lanes here. And we'll want to have dashed lines over here, because we'll briefly have 4 lanes, which is a lot, but only for a moment. So this park will be equipped fairly well for when it does get pretty busy. I wouldn't imagine traffic would get backed up all the way to the highway, but you never know. I mean, this is a pretty long road, and it's 2 lanes, so, like, we don't have the biggest booth there, but, you know. I decided to have it as a beta test for a limited amount of people. That's what I was thinking when we started open. That's why I'm saying I'm thinking about doing a limit so we don't have too many at the same time. And then once we figure out maybe we can handle a few more, we'll open it up to more people. And when we first launch Windleverse, it's basically going to be a beta test. It basically is, if that makes sense. We don't know how it's going to go. And if it goes absolutely awful, we might reevaluate and relaunch it, if that makes sense, and kind of restart, if that makes sense. That's what I'm saying. So when we first launch Windleverse, it's basically going to be beta for the most part. So it will be open to basically almost everybody, but it's just going to be... Get these real quick. But it's just going to be kind of a work in progress still, because, like, some stuff we're probably going to, for sure, find some flaws. And stuff, you know, that we're going to have to figure out. I can guarantee you it's not going to be perfect. We're going to have to figure stuff out. It's like we have no clue how it's gonna go, and maybe we'll get lucky and it'll turn out being super smooth and it'll work flawlessly. But I don't think that's gonna happen. It's gonna have flaws. But if we do have to do a relaunch, obviously, we'll do that, and I'm not saying anybody has to restart their parks or anything. We'll just relaunch the timeline and everything. If we find out that maybe 1977 wasn't the best season to start, maybe we'll change the timeline there, and maybe we'll start 1980, I don't know, or something different like that if we have to change stuff, you know. We'd probably, if we were to change the time, we'd probably go forward more likely than going back, because I think that would make the most sense. If we had to go backwards. If we had to go forward, so I think forwards would be more likely. Oh gosh. I'm tired of this coughing, man. I'm so done with coughing. Sure, it'll all go perfectly. See you, human. Human 3. But I hope you're doing well, Joe, by the way. I don't even think I've acknowledged you. I've seen you in chat, but I don't know if I acknowledged you yet. Always nice to see you in chat. Alright, so we're gonna get this turn going here. I'm gonna slowly get some of these lines done. You know, I'm doing great. Just if I could get rid of this cough from being sick, I would be a lot happier. I've had it for weeks now, so I haven't been sick in a long time. I'm just got this stupid lingering cough that won't go away, and I hope it doesn't stick, because I would hate to have a cough for months. I would absolutely hate it. Why are my neighbors setting off fireworks? Pfft. Sounds like something my neighbors would do. You ever been to Disney Town? I don't think so. Disney Town? Gonna eat dinner, be right back? Alright, bring me back some. Please. I would love to have some myself. Best park you've ever made? Nice to hear, Poa. Can't wait to see it. Missouri weather. I know, the Missouri weather is fantastic. You can get all 4 seasons in one day. Sometimes one day. Sometimes all in 1 week. You know, it'll go from -5 degrees to 70 degrees in a snap of your fingers like it did not long ago. Because that made sense. In their defense, they own a fireworks store. Well, there you have it. I don't know if I can maybe copy this over to the other side. It would be so beautiful if I could. Maybe if I rotate it a little bit. Right there. Just might have to delete a couple of pieces. It's beautiful and perfect in every way. Gotta go. See you, Poa. Have a good night, man. Thanks for being here, as always. Alright, we do have something going here, right? Right? Finally? Maybe? Excuse me. At least a little bit of a something. Alright, let's continue this. We're gonna continue this planter going this way. Now, I started this highway not thinking it would take so much time, but, you know, that's how it goes. I hate doing tedious work, but, you know, sometimes you just got to. That's why you kind of, like, pace yourself. Gotta pace it a little bit. Try not to work on the same thing for too long. Going from lines to curves, because that's completely different, right? Darn. Darn throat. How do get rid of cough? I need to know. I need the secrets. Right now. Give me the secret. I need the secret Krabby Patty formula to get rid of the cough. Krabby Patty secret formula. Because I have a feeling, I'm trying to stay hopeful, that this isn't going to be a cough that sticks around with me for months like I used to get. Because I hadn't had that cough for like months. Or for like years. It's been like 2 years since I've actually had that cough. And it sucks for making videos and stuff because I constantly have to I do my best to edit them out. But I can't edit everything out. And it just sucks. Really sucks. And then, of course, during live streams, you know, I'm just, you know, there's absolutely nothing I can do. I just gotta live with it. Take cough drops. I've been taking cough drops. I have some, but, like, I mean, they don't really do much. Fluffy! Ravioli, ravioli, give me the secret formuoli. Renewing that awesome membership. Thank you so much. I don't know. I thought I had alerts on this overlay, but apparently I don't. I need to go back and look at that because that didn't pop up like it should have. Look at me with 6 total members. Oh gosh, it's not a competition of who's been a member longer. No competitions. Ba-ba-da-ba-dum bum ba-ba-da-da-dun-dun-dun. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm gonna do my best, guys, to try and keep some live streams coming towards you. And do my best. I do have some plans this month, so gonna be heading out to California at the end of the month. That is confirmed. That is happening. I already got my flights booked. Gonna be out there for about a week. And just gonna have a nice chill time. I might go, I think, as of right now, I think we're gonna go to 2 parks. The same 2 that we went to last February. And hopes that I can get on stuff that I didn't get to back then. That's my hope anyways. I'm hoping to get on Wonder Woman Flight of Courage. It would be my first RMC Raptor. And finally get on Tatsu, because I was so disappointed that that was closed while I was there. And then it opened up as soon as I left. I didn't get a chance to ride New Revolution. That was also closed. Their Batman clone was closed. But that's not a huge deal, as I've been on my own, or I've been on one before, so nothing too special there. But, you know, credit's a credit, so. And Batman clones are actually pretty good, so. You know, I'll say it. They are good. They are good rides. Even though they are clones, they are still good clones. Excuse me. Desperado, Buffalo Bills. Has been closing early. I know they've only been open on weekends, so as far as I know. Oh, I'm sure. I imagine Wonder Woman's not going to be as good as the smaller ones. The smaller ones have a lot more whip to them. Like Golden Lasso and Railblazer are way better. I trust me, I know that. So I don't have my expectations that high. I'd imagine Flight of Courage is very similar to Jersey Devil, since they're kind of like the longer spread out layouts with the longer trains. So they don't give as much whip to them. I'm sure they're still fun, though. Trust me, I'm expecting that the other Raptors are going to be better. Like, this is probably not as good. 1 second, I got a phone call. Be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Yes, I know my mic was muted because I was on the phone. My stepdad is making tacos and invited me over to have tacos, so... Should I go? Should I go get some tacos? Is it taco night? Do it. I mean, you can't pass up tacos, right? Excuse me. It's just like, yeah, I'm making tacos if you want to come over. And I was like, alright. What's today? Wednesday? I gotten to the point where I'm going to start forgetting what day it is because when I get in the off season from SDC, I always start forgetting what day it is. Because, like, yeah, I have so many days off, so much time off, you know? What if they're fish tacos? I mean, that's totally fine with me. I don't care. Tacos are tacos, even if they're fish. I mean, I like fish too, so wouldn't be an issue for me, I guess. Soft or I don't know if they're soft or hard shells. I didn't ask. I like both, and I'm not too picky, so I don't think it would matter too much for me. Alright, I think there might be a smaller piece. So I can do this corner. I hope there is. I'm pretty sure there is. There's some pretty small pieces here to use for this grass. Fish tacos are delicious. Soft tacos better than hard shell. I'm not really on either side. I like both. I will say I think I probably get hard shells more often. But like I said, it doesn't really matter to me. Oh man, another autosave already? Tacos. Burrito. I'm not putting Shrek anywhere. It's bad enough you made me bury Shrek in the ground in this park already, okay? Did I fix the left turn thing? I mean, I did what I could. Oh, autosave's over. So I'm not sure if you saw it, but we did this left turn, and it's gonna go across the intersection like that. Blending into the on-ramp there. That's what we ended up with. There's a Shrek killer. Yes, he is hidden, so it's really hard to figure out where he's at. There's a hidden Shrek in this park because of Silas. Alright, there's a lot of fighting textures going on here, so I'm going to try and fix that a little bit. A little bit of fighting texture is not gonna kill anybody, but when there's a lot, that's when it sucks. And there are quite a few here. We can fix them later. But yeah, we got that going for us. We'll probably add some trees or bushes in there, but that's looking pretty good. Collision warning. Collision warning where? works just fine. We got a turn lane that turns over here. We got lights to stop all the traffic for when these need to turn green. And this could just straight only there. You've never seen a turn like this before? I have. I've seen turns like that before. Kind of like a diagonal turn going through there. Yes, it goes through the intersection. It is part of the intersection with a stoplight. Therefore, you have to stop here while the other traffic's going, and then it will stop all the other traffic when you turns green. I've seen them in, like, Pigeon Forge, too. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen one in Branson. I know we have a diamond, which kind of does something similar. But basically, when you get a green light here, these would be green, this would be green, and everything over here would be red. So this could go through. And then if you're turning left here, everything else would be red if they turn here. So that's how that would work. And then if this turns green, this one can also be green for whoever's going straight. So it makes sense. It just looks confusing. This was the best way to do it without reworking everything that I had already done. And as janky as it looks, it still makes sense. It just looks very confusing. These dotted lines are just to guide the driver where they're supposed to be driving to on the green light, which I have seen that a lot in a lot of intersections and stuff. It's just a weird intersection. Very, very strange intersection. Because it's not very symmetrical. So. And then you'll have a yield as you yield onto this road. You just kind of yield onto that road, which is the entrance of the park. You just kind of missed the sign here. Unless I put the sign further back. But I like it on this corner here. And then I do want to put a billboard over here. Maybe on the other side as well. For Gold Rock Park saying, next right, or something like that. You know? Kind of like a custom sign for it. I think it'd be kind of neat. Duplicate the sign. I don't know if I want to put it twice, though. Maybe just the sign. Not the rock stuff, maybe just the sign. I mean, I could put another one in this gap here, but... yeah, SDC has signs on both sides, kind of like right here and right here, but it's kind of different how that one's laid out. It'd be kind of hard. I mean, I could put one right here, but so like when you come by here, you'll see one right here, but I mean, SDC does have a lot of signs, so I could put one further down as well that says, you know, this one has this normal sign, and then I could put another one that says welcome to, and then have the logo as well. That could be another option. But I think this is turning out okay. It's not perfect, but it, you know. And I'm really excited. This is turning out, man. It's happening. We're not completely done. Once we finish this, all the details on this road and everything, I do want to put some more details in this backstage area, because right now it's just a fence with some really bad pavement. And then obviously some more trees, because this is going to be our employee lot right here. I had to get rid of all that wooden structure. I just had that in case I want to do more to the wood coaster. Some custom wide supports, which I still might add some more too. Like on this hill, I'm thinking about putting some. Maybe a few more on the turns. I still need to put some more footers down as well. I didn't finish the footers. There are a few billboards that have Outlaw Run on it too, but they're on the Highway 65. At least I've seen them. So I need to finish up this over here too. This is supposed to be a transfer track that I never did yet. So still need to do that in park. And another thing, we need to do the backstage, work on more on the backstage area. Here's the main part of the backstage area though, looking pretty good. But we need to add some more over here. I don't know if I want to add more buildings or what over here. Just some random equipment sitting around maybe. Might be the way to go, because I don't know how to make this look a little bit better. I know it's backstage area, so I'm probably thinking about it too hard, but I might put some lamps and lanterns and I probably will have a whole stream of just me doing some extra lighting and stuff, because I haven't done lighting for the parking lot yet. I've done some lighting on the road here, but I need to do it to the other side because I wasn't expecting to have two roads here originally, so. But I think this is how it's going to work out. This is going to be all of our parking for opening. Once the park starts to get more popular, we're going to add another lot over here. There will be an added lot on this side, and I think we're going to put in maybe a tram for that lot or something of some sorts, and then make it to where the tram can travel over here easily. Maybe I'll put a tram road here that's just for trams, and then put a crossing right here or something for the trams to drop off over here. So that's probably what I'm going to do for that. That's just some future planning of mine right there, because I do want to maybe, because I have more room for extra parking lots if I want to do that. Or maybe I'll pull a Kentucky Kingdom and put a bridge that goes over the road that has more of the park on the other side. That'd actually be something as well, right? If we run out of room for expanding over here. Because obviously this is going to be all of our expansion area, which looks like a lot, but in reality, that's probably going to fill up really fast. We could expand past this point over here a little bit, but we would have to relocate some of our backstage facilities, and relocate like parking lots and stuff like that. Stuff would have to be relocated, essentially, which we could do, but, you know. You just never know. I mean, stuff could get removed, and you never know what might happen. You know, I like being slightly landlocked because it really makes you think as a park owner too. Like, you really have to think of how you're going to do this whole thing. I really like how this turned out right here for the roundhouse. I think it looks so good. I like the little gravel pieces there that go right there. That looks really nice. I really do like that. I think the roundhouse turned out pretty good for not having much reference and such. We even put a little bit of a theming aspect to it to hide the ugly building as it goes past. So, like, we're kind of landlocked mostly because of the roads here, but we have options of expansion here. It's just going to be difficult. Because, like I said, we could pull a Kentucky Kingdom and have another part of the park on this side over here as well. That's totally not out of the possibilities, you know? Because as the park grows, I do want to invest in more parking spaces as well. I think for as big as this park is, I think this would be enough in real life. So yeah. What do you guys think? Alright, one sec, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back for a moment. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we can do here. I'm super pumped. I still need to get rid of the original pathway here with the guest spawners. I have not gotten rid of that yet. We're going to go ahead and save and probably head out for now because I'm going to go get some tacos. Grab some tacos. Land, you locked yourself badly. Might not have any room for expansion. That's alright, man. It really makes you think, and you might have to consider removing rides sometimes too, you know? That's something you have to make those tough decisions. You know, so that happens. I had to go back and saying, alright, let's see how well these old rides are doing. Might have to redo them. Or remove them. So. Did that actually save easily? What? That was insane. I'm gonna do it again just to see if it was real. Consider safeties sometime in the next week. Still drinking my Dubby, so again, guys, make sure you check out the description. Go to Dubby Energy, and make sure you use code JLW Games to get 10% off your purchase. And it's not your first purchase, it's any purchases that you make with Dubby. Just waiting for your dad to get home so we can get those parts. Yeah, let me know. I'll be on my phone in the Discord, so if you want to, as soon as you want to message me about that stuff, we can do that. So once we get that taken care of, I'll see. We'll take a look. Alright guys, I'm going to head off here, so thank you guys so much for watching the stream. We'll be back very, very soon. And once we get come back, we'll hopefully get more done, so at least that's the hopes. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Again, guys, make sure you comment, like, subscribe for more amazing content like this, and be sure to check out Dubby, our sponsor of today's stream. So I will see you guys next time. Have a great day and even cooler tomorrow, and I'll see ya later. Thanks and goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye.